featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Friday, and let me tell you, it's a good day to be alive.
Absolutely.
It is.
You know, that was great.
I'm telling you.
That was good. I liked that
I
opening.
Just feel good for a Friday. You know, you get a couple days off, and the storm looks like it's changing a little bit.
It does. Definitely some good news for us, but definitely our thoughts and prayers are going out to everyone else who's now in that path, especially in Florida. Okay, we've got a lot of things to talk about, but first we're going to find out about the weather.
Well, it is actually a really nice start to the day. Plentiful sunshine right now from our murals on the Marshwatt camera. Temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 70s. And with that wind coming out of the north and east, we have cooler and drier air sticking around for the rest of the afternoon, with temperatures this afternoon in the low 80s with plenty of sunshine once again. Now that'll continue through the early part of the weekend, but a little more humidity will move back to the forecast area late Sunday and into a Monday and Tuesday for the Grand Strand, the PD, and the border belt, as we do have those potential impacts coming from Hurricane Irma. So let's check out what's going on with Irma right now. Well, as of 11 a.m., still a very strong Category 4 hurricane with 150 mile per hour sustained wind. Could strengthen again back into a Category 5 as it moves over the warm water of the Atlantic and into the Gulf of Mexico. Likely makes landfall in near South Florida as a Category 4 hurricane early on Sunday morning. Now the track has been wobbling back and forth just a bit this morning, has shifted farther west, which is good news for us in the Carolinas, but virtually everyone up and down the Florida Peninsula is in the path of this hurricane. And keep in mind, you do still have this forecast cone of uncertainty for a reason. The average forecast area up to 5 days is 200 miles in this cone of uncertainty. Now, but because it's tracking westward, though, that's good news for us here in the Carolinas. Although we will be on that northeast side of the storm, the heaviest rain will likely stay just to our south and west. So you can see here much of our viewing area expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain. That is notably lower than what we saw last year with Hurricane Matthew. However, closer to Charleston, Savannah, those areas getting notable rain up to 2 feet or up to a foot possible in some spots. They're also going to get the highest gusts, the 60s and 70s, so that hurricane force wind likely in those same spots, gusts to 50s and 60s for parts of Georgia and southern areas of our state, but much of our viewing area only getting that gust up to tropical storm force, which actually we get higher wind than that in a severe thunderstorm. So keep that in mind as you do go about your planning. Now don't be so focused on the wobbling of the track. Regardless, we are still going to get some of those impacts, so you still need to be prepared for Hurricane Irma. The Grand Strand expecting 1 to 3 feet of storm surge for those coastal areas, and while that is also not as high as Hurricane Matthew, that's still a notable amount of water. And because we are in that northeast quadrant of Hurricane Irma, we'll likely get that chance for some isolated brief tornadoes, which our chance is higher for that than what we saw last year with Matthew. Now elsewhere in the tropics, we do have Hurricane Jose, no threat to land at this time, and Katia will likely make landfall later today in Mexico.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Hey guys, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, a few things to talk about. Dog Saloon, they do their annual 9/11 tribute. It's the party and the golf tournament. That has been postponed. They're going to be rescheduling that for November 11th. But I'm telling you, it actually just gives us more time for more people to come out for this great event. They have raised more than $225,000 since they started this event. And it's a really great time. The golf tournament's great and a really awesome group of people that put this on.
They do. They raise a lot of money. They have a lot of things that they give away that you can bid on, and there's great food, and all the money goes to fire.
$5 all you can eat.
I mean, fire and police all in the area. So that's a big deal.
That's right.
All
absolutely.
Right, coming up Saturday, we've got a cruise in. What do you mean a hurricane's coming? The weather Saturday is going to be beautiful. We're talking about 78 degrees. We're going to Denny's up in North Myrtle Beach. And this is a free show now and open to all makes and model cars. And we got 5 trophies will be handed out. And the public is invited to come check out all the cool cars and trucks. And the show starts at 11, runs up until 2 o'clock. Come by and check out all the cool cars.
Look
and
at that
trucks.
truck.
Look at that. Some nice vehicles.
Look at that. All
Yeah.
right. Now, we
Yeah.
have been doing our Where in the World Are Cecil and Amanda. We've got a few of them in. We still want you to do that. We want you to go to our Facebook page, print it out, take it with you when you go to dinner. If you go out of town, hey, maybe if you decide to evacuate for the hurricane, tell us
Yeah.
where you went. But be safe. Absolutely
Special
be
events
safe.
and all that.
Yeah, that's
Everything.
right. So we want to talk about, we've got a couple for this week. There we go. That is the
Theater Republic.
That is. Look, and they blew
blew
it up. I love that.
That is so neat.
Fantastic. All right.
And also we got the Grand Strand, the Corvette Club. There they are. And that was a good picture. Thanks for sending that in to us, guys.
So
too.
that's what we want you to
Yeah.
do right there. Take those pictures, take them with you wherever you're going. We want to see where in the world we go. We've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, we have been going all over the place. All right, we got two, not one, but two special birthdays today.
That's right.
You know, right?
Go for
okay.
it.
Today is my son's birthday. There he is on the right, Jeff Chandler. The man's having a birthday today, and happy birthday to you, son. And on the left right there, Karen Vereen. That's Russell, her husband, with her. Now, she's having a birthday today, and I don't know, I think she's 22, I think. I'm not sure. But I'll see y'all tonight. I'll be down at Russell's Raw Bar having supper, so y'all be there.
That's right. All right, let's talk about today. Today is Friday. It's September the 8th, and this is the day that Nixon was pardoned.
And it's also Read a New Book Month. So start on that. I'm reading the
And if
John
you-
Jenrette book right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Mhm.
Awesome. If
About
you
halfway
don't
through.
have any electricity, well, pick up a book. That would be a good hurricane prep thing to do.
Yeah, but you only be able to read it during the day if you don't have electricity, because unless you have a light or something, you know. I just thought
I
I'd
know
pass
the
that on.
TV. I know
All right,
how that works.
1979, Pink. There she is. She's 38 years old. Real name Beth Moore. And the remake of Lady Marmalade earned her a Grammy. There's Pink.
That was a great remake. We actually listened to that the
Yeah.
other week.
Yeah, we
All
did.
right, 1981, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, JTT. He is 36 years old. Hard to believe that he was a 1990s heartthrob, and yes, I had a poster of him on my wall. He is from the TV show Home Improvement, and he was also the voice of Simba in The Lion King.
All right, 1982, there he is, Chumley. He's 35 years old. He's on the TV show Pawn Stars. His nickname, Chumley, because of his resemblance to the walrus on Tennessee Tuxedo.
That's
He
hilarious.
does look like him, doesn't he?
That's a crazy show, and he's
I
even
know it
crazier.
is.
All right, today in history, 1966, NBC TV aired the first episode of Star Trek.
It's gone where no man has been before and gone again. All right. 1988, Elton John sold some of his costumes and concert memorabilia at an auction in London. $6.2 million.
Oh my goodness.
I could sell my whole everything and not get that much. All right, here we go. The Know It All department where you learn something every day. We were talking about flamingos the other day. You had a friend that really likes flamingos.
Yeah, Miss Laura.
Well, listen to this. Everyone loves to put them in people's yards for a joke or whatever.
Sure.
But did you know, this is no joke, there are more plastic flamingos in America than real ones. That's right. You know how I know that?
The internet told
Internet
you.
told me.
I'm telling you, that
Everything
internet.
is true on the internet. That's it from the Know It All department today. Let me tell you, we got a great show today. We're talking about how to protect your home with security. We're talking about how to protect yourself, and also about getting a gun permit. All that is for you today.
That's right. We've got a great show lined up. Stick around. And Company Live, a special show today talking about different ways to protect yourself, protect your family. One is to have a security system and cameras put in your house. Now, you just had this done.
Let me tell you, it's the greatest thing in the world about, your house, because if you're somewhere and you get a little tone, you can go and check and see who's at your house.
Let me tell you.
This is amazing.
This guy is obsessed with watching it as well. It's hilarious. We've been watching his house since he had them installed. Now, you've got, what, 3 or 4 cameras?
I got 3 cameras, and I might get a couple more. I'm not sure yet. But we've got Ryan and Chris with us right now from Anderson Security, and these guys really know what they're doing. And I tell you, this is a perfect time for this, too. People want to leave and have their cameras, they can watch their cameras at home and see what happens.
That's part of it. I know,
Yeah.
I'm sure we've been warning them not to
Yeah.
put on social media that you're leaving, but if you do,
You can see
there's
it.
a great thing.
Yeah, Ryan,
right.
tell me, y'all were so busy yesterday, you told me.
Yeah, we've been getting a ton of calls of people wanting cameras, that think they were going to evacuate. They want to be able to see what's going on at their house while they're gone, make sure no one's getting in, stuff like that.
All right, now cameras, Chris, are a big deal right now.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have security systems, but the cameras are really hot.
It's the hot ticket in the market at the moment. That along with the app-controlled access to your alarm panel, that helps a lot in this area with as much transient climate as we have here.
Absolutely, and it's so easy too. Right from your phone, your iPad. That's what we're going to show you right now.
We're going to show you something right now. This is a live shot of my house. Let me make sure nobody's in there. No, nobody's in there. But you can see in your house at all times. You go to your cell phone.
There
you
go.
Go to your cell phone or on your iPad.
That's
and there's
right.
a live shot right now of my living room. And my wife didn't know I was going to do this, but she's got it really clean.
You probably should have let her know that,
nice,
but that's
though.
okay. It does look very nice.
No matter
actually.
where you go, you can see this, Ryan. You take
right.
it with you.
HD.
That is amazing. And these cameras, I did the wireless. Now, there's two different kinds. There's wire and wireless.
How easy is this process? What does this take?
Well, the wireless process is much simpler. You literally just link up your base unit to your internet, and then an app will then allow you to view them remotely. The wired systems are a little more intense when it comes to installing, but you can go big with a wired system. You can put a lot more cameras in, coverage, a lot more stuff. But wireless is the route to go if you're just looking for something quick to put in.
All right, now the wireless. Now, what's so cool about this? You have an area that you can store all of this too.
Absolutely.
Chris, tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a base station, so to speak, a DVR or an NVR, either one, depending on the type of cameras you have, that holds the footage there, or in some cases it'll go to a cloud that'll have a certain amount of storage that will be a time-based event or an action-based event that will hold it for you for a designated period of time.
So you just keep it in there.
Well, and you can go back and look, and I'm sure that's helpful if something does happen. You can go back, see the footage, show it to the police, whatever.
Because you know the incident happened pretty quick.
And then you'll be able to extract that file, and if you got to give it to the police or whoever
they
needs
can
to
find
see
who it is.
That's correct.
That's right. If you come to my house, you're going to jail because I can see it.
We should have set this up for today to have
somebody in the house.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it would have been great. We should have played a prank for sure.
All right, how can I get in touch with y'all? Chris, Ryan?
Either through our webpage, AndersonLockandSecurity.com, or we're a local company, 843-238-3930.
Or contact me, and I'll tell you. I'll give you a personal. I'll tell you. Great. The cameras are great, and I might be getting a couple more. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
He's totally obsessed with it. Thanks for being with us. You guys stick around. We'll be right back. Guys, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, talking about protecting yourself, protecting your family. Right now we're talking about guns. Rivertown Gun Depot in Conway. You can get your permit and your license to carry. It's a CWP permit, and honestly, I think it's something that's really smart to have.
It is. A lot of people are doing that, and he brought some guns with him. He brought a safe, and we're going to talk about all of this too. But what I think is the neatest thing is this little shotgun, and it is legal. Jarrett, tell me about this.
Yes, sir. It's a Mossberg shotgun. It's only got a 14-inch barrel. No longer requires a Class 3 stamp because of its design. Mossberg and Remington has come out with this home protection shotgun that usually fits beside your bed, on your nightstand.
Yeah.
You can put buckshot in it. You can put birdshot, whatever you'd like to put in there.
Well, that's pretty good. And of course, it has a safety lock on it. You can get the safety locks.
Yes, sir. You can lock the gun. It's got a key. If you got children around, that way when you're not home, you've got protection for the gun,
and it's
so the children don't get hurt.
Well, I think that's part of the biggest thing. There's such controversy over this, and I grew up with guns, shotguns. My dad's a hunter, but always learning to respect them. So taking that CWP permit class that you guys have is really important. It teaches you that safety and it gives you confidence.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that program.
We offer concealed weapons class. The class is $75. What we're going to do for you, it's a one-day class, educational, law background, then you actually go to a range and shoot and qualify. But we're going to do your fingerprints, we're going to help you with the paperwork, we're going to mail your application for you, so when you leave our store, everything is done. Within 90 days, you should have your permit card back.
That's good.
And you'll be able to carry in the proper locations with your identification.
And you'll know all those laws and everything.
All right, this is important. We're going to show here now. This, all right, tell me about this lock box that we're showing right here. Tell me about this for a pistol.
This is a neat little item you can put on your nightstand. It's got a fingerprint reader if you want to use your fingerprints. If the battery happens to go dead,
good. That's great.
You got a key as a backup.
Yeah,
and,
so your fingerprints on the top, you always got a key.
If you heard some glass breakage or your door opening, you can easily get to your gun real quick and take care of business if that's what needs to be done.
All right, now what are people buying now? What are people buying mostly?
We got a variety. That's a little 38 special carry gun. It's good for home protection and concealed carry. Also sitting there on the table, that is a public defender. That's 45 long Colt or a 410. It shoots both of those shells. Both of those are good home protection items, and that holds 5 rounds.
And
Okay.
this will stop anybody. I
yeah.
promise you, shooting a 410 in there, they'll see it. All right, now, tell them where y'all located.
We're at 1301B, Highway 501, right in the Eastern Sales Building. Real familiar with 501 and 544 near Conway National Bank.
All right, now what all do you have? What all do you have? Do you have a shooting range and all that?
We don't have an indoor
Oh, you
range.
don't? Okay, but
We
you
got
have-
a private range,
Oh, that
and
you go to.
and we got shotguns, we got hunting rifles, we got handguns, AR-15s. We got these short shotguns. And, I mean, we got a little bit of everything, and all the accessories to go with it. All the cases, Yeti coolers.
So y'all are fully supplied, bullets, anything you want. Now, I was just wondering, now what do these sell for, this little shotgun?
That's usually $449 for that little short Mossberg shotgun.
But it do a
not
lot
bad.
of damage. Well, I tell you what, a lot of people now, they still getting their permits and everything? A lot of still doing
Yes,
it?
sir. We average we do a class every other week, and there's usually 10 to 12 people in that class.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Best
thank
to
you,
be
Jared.
educated.
We
Thanks for
appreciate
being
you,
with
buddy.
us today.
Thank you for being
Come
with
back
us.
see us.
All right.
All right. If you guys need anything, any questions about guns or gun safety, check them out right down there in Conway. We'll be back.
Karate's next. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, karate. I'm going to show how to do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, talking about protection. Now, right now we're talking about self-defense, something that I think is extremely important, men and also women. You need to know how to defend yourself.
That's right.
In case something happens.
That's right. Mike Sirocco's here, and Josh is here with us. He has a place in Surfside Beach, and he does a lot of neat stuff. Are more people learning self-defense right now, Michael?
Absolutely, and they're really trying to learn the old martial arts, because not every martial art's the same. Not every martial art is for self-protection.
Yeah.
Okay, it may be for sport. All right, not every instructor is a certified instructor. Senpai Josh and I, he's my partner, we're the only people in South Carolina as international instructors for the Dragon Society International, and we go to other schools and teach them what's hidden in their systems. So we're a technical resource organization, not just a single karate school doing Okinawan martial arts.
All right, Josh, how long have you been involved in arts?
I have been with him since I was 5.
5 years old?
Yeah.
Have you really?
A couple years
well,
ago.
to say
Couple
you've
years
learned
ago,
from
yeah.
one of the best a couple of years ago.
All right.
Absolutely.
Now, we're gonna do a little demonstration here, I think. You're going to try to do something.
We're absolutely. We got a couple of our lady dragons.
All right.
And Miss Jennifer.
I think what
Okay.
we'll do
We're gonna
is
try to-
maybe we'll step out of the shot
We're
and
going to
you
step
guys
out
come
and
on
let you
in.
demonstrate
All right.
and talk to us. Come on in here.
And Teresa Vassar, so Jennifer Lefevre.
Never turn around this way. Don't turn your back to the camera.
Teresa
Turn around.
Vassar.
There we go.
There we go.
They're our lady dragons, and
All right.
they train consistently with us for the last few months.
All right, go ahead and demonstrate what-
What I'm
tell 'em
trying
what
to
to
do
do.
is he's going to make an attack, and they're going to do something.
Okay?
No.
So we want simple low-line kicks to drop their head.
That's good.
Do the same technique regardless if they're choked, if they're grabbed, one hand, two hands.
Yep.
No.
Okay, they're always
Yep.
going to attack that inner gate on the leg.
All
right.
All right, do that again. Let's do that one again. I want to see that one again. Show it again, Teresa. Let's go. Let's see what you got here.
See what you got.
Oh! Josh, she kicked you pretty hard, man.
Yeah, well, what she's trying to do is break his balance.
Yeah, knock
so
him
that
off.
she can attack his cervical plexus in the
Yeah.
back of his head.
No. Oh, watch
Now,
out.
I always want to try and also go for anatomically weak points on the
Okay.
body. Eyes are weak.
Okay.
Throat's weak. Okay. Got to watch out for groin. A lot of women
Yes.
say, "Oh, attack the groin."
Yes.
But the problem is if we have a predator, the groin is protected because they may be wearing a cup. Or something
right.
like that.
They've thought about
They've
that
thought about being
ahead of
kicked in the
time.
groin.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
if we're stepping on insteps, right, if we're attacking anatomical weak places, then those techniques really work fairly well.
Okay.
Okay? But you have to practice.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to have a plan, just like a hurricane. All right? You have to practice, and you've got to be ready. all
Okay.
right?
Okay.
This tends to level the playing field.
Right.
All right? It's a Kubaton
Okay.
with a quick chuck on it.
Okay.
All right?
That'll help. Okay.
Jennifer uses this.
All right, do it quickly.
If Josh attacks.
There
Okay.
he goes. Oh, I bet you that does hurt a little bit. Wow. Michael, we thank you and Josh for being with
Yeah,
us.
thank you guys. And if they want more
Thank you so much,
information,
too.
you guys can go to their website. I'm sure you can give them a call. And you guys have classes that I'm sure
Yeah,
teach
and we have
all
Lady
this.
Dragon classes going on. Anybody can enroll. All you need to do is call us up, and we're good to go.
I can
Thank
probably,
you
I can
very
probably
much.
take down one of the girls.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You can't take down me, and
No,
I'm
I
not
know it.
trained.
I know it.
I'm kidding.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back. Thank you.
For you.
And make sure you're prepared for everything and have a great and safe weekend. And we want to see you back here Monday.
That's right. We'll see you
All
on
right.
Monday. Have a good
See
day.
you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 20.